do, you snap, yeah?
Yeah, I'm a good snapper.
Okay. Da-na-na-na. 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 They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky. The Addams Family. Da-na-na-na. 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 The house is a museum when people come to see them. They really are a scream. The Addams Family. Da-na-na-na. All right, we're good. Okay, hey guys, welcome to Bella's Bargains. My name is Amy and this is Marcus. He just did an intro with me for the Marmy 2 adventure, which was on last night. If you didn't go see it, you should go watch that one. And so I was like, stick around. We're going to do an intro for my Halloween crafts. All right, so
You're blocking.
we're going to, what?
You're blocking Ferdinand.
Oh, Ferdinand, I'm sorry. Did I get in your way? He gets testy, doesn't he? Sorry, Ferdinand. All right, so when we were moving, it was like Halloween craft time on YouTube, and I missed it. And then I did the challenge, which was Christmas, but I did Halloween. You guys loved Esmeralda the Witch. So I had gotten a few things here at my 22 peso store. I was like, yeah, I'm doing a Halloween one. But first, well, I mean, they're all Halloween decorations. Got a couple here for you. So the first one, though, didn't come from the 22 peso store. It ironically came from the Decoración store that we just did our Marmy 2 adventure on. And we went in there to buy, I wanted to buy a Dia de Muertos doll for my daughter because she loves it, and mailed it to the USA. Won't be doing that again because it was expensive. But they had some, go grab our coasters. They had these coasters, and we needed some coasters here. And so I was like, oh, these are so cute. Let's get these. They were like $4, you guys, which is so cheap. And they are so cool. Look at these. They're Dia de Muertos. Ah, don't you love them? And they came in this box, which was shaped like a skull, so you could see those inside of it, okay? And I got the box, and we took them out of the box. I was like, no, I need that. I'm gonna totally decorate this. So this was so simple. It's just a box, and I took a piece of coloring book paper, and I colored it, and then I did the black parts to make it look like the skull inside. Yeah, I know the lighting. Our lighting is bad right now.
Oh, it's facing over there.
I know, it's facing the wrong way. Well, there's problem number one solved right away. All right, so how cute is this? Let me show you how I made it. All right, here we go. So I'm going to trace my box top on here and just start like blackening in the face parts of it, which totally followed the pattern that was on the coloring paper here. So that was pretty easy. And then just started coloring it in. So I know this isn't an exact skull face, but it certainly gives a representation. I think it came out pretty good. And these are just Sharpies. And I'm just like coloring it in with my Sharpies, giving it lots of color, lots of vibrant colors, because everything in Mexico is full of vibrant colors. Anyway, once I get that done, and I put it back in the box, then I'm going to run my Sharpie over the edges, the outline of the skull, just to pronounce it a little bit more. And then I have a eraser thing there because there's a couple marks on the box and we're perfect for removing them. But anyway, once I darken this all in, I'm going to take just acrylic black paint and I'm going to paint the sides of it. And again, it's just because I'm going to give it a border. See? And it makes it stand out. I think this came out cool. Coloring. But, you know, at first I was doing it the wrong way, and then I was like, wait a second. I can make the design look like the face. So that's what I did. Okay, anyway, I think that's really cute. All right, the second one I did was I took one of Marcus's olive jars for his Sunday morning Bloody Marys. That was on a video when we did the tour here. So he likes to make a Sunday morning video, Bloody Marys. And so at Costco, we bought some olive jars. And then when I went to the 22 peso store last week, I hauled this skeleton in a bag, and I'd be like, it'd be so cool, put it in a jar, pickle jar, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, wait, but I have the olive jars. So I made this, and it was so easy. And it's so cute. Look, it says Captain Jack Marrow. All right, but look, this was so easy, you guys. I took this jar. I put a little bit of, why am I telling you? I'll just show you. It's so easy. It's so easy, I really don't need to do voiceovers. Okay, magic eraser to get the timestamp date thing off the lid. I know I'm going to glue the skull on there, so it scuffed it up a little bit. That was fine. So here's some water, and I just add some green acrylic paint, the witch green color I call it, and then just throw all the bones into the jar, add the green liquid, and take the cardboard from the bones package, and I make my tag. And I double-side it so that if you looked on the inside of the jar, you wouldn't see printed cardboard on the background. And then I just trim it up. And then glue it together. So it's, you know, double-sided. I cut the hanger off of the skull because it's like a hanging piece is what it was for. And then I just took a little bit of marker to color in like the white spots where the hanger was cut off from. Then trimmed up my sign, and I edged it with a black marker just to edge the whole edges on the sign. Glue my skull down, add a little spider just for a little extra oomph. Then write Captain Jack Marrow, like bone marrow, Captain Jack Marrow on the sign. Glue that on, and voila, this one is done. It was so easy. But this one is really, really cool. I like it. I hope you guys like it too. Like literally, this was the hardest part. But I wanted to tell you, so, you know, I put the two pieces back to back so that from the inside of the jar you wouldn't see the printing on the cardboard, which I thought worked really well. Anyway, Captain Jack Marrow, acrylic paint and water, works perfect. And it's so spooky looking, right? All these bones in there, and there's his head. Blah. Okay, all right. Then the next one, what was the next one I did? Oh, it was the black cat. It was my black cat. Mm-hmm. So this challenge last week where we did the pill bottle and I did the mummy. So originally I had 3 pill bottles and I was going to do a mummy, a black cat, and a pumpkin. I didn't end up doing the pumpkin. But anyway, so I was like, well, I'm still going to do the black cat. And I had hauled a headband that had little ears on it and it was wrapped in fur so I could use it for this. So here's my black. It's Friday. It's my homage to Friday. It looks like bunny ears though, huh? I know. It kind of does. But it doesn't matter. You guys get it. And I added a tail so we could totally get it. So easy. So easy. Let me show you this one. This is my black bunny rabbit, or is it a cat? I don't know. Anyway, okay, it's a pill bottle, vitamin bottle. So we're going to paint it up all black with acrylic paint. We take apart our headband that was like cat ears. It's weird though, the ears didn't match. Like one was Mickey Mouse, one was a cat ear. I don't understand it, but that's okay. I fixed it. Like just contorted the other one to look more like a cat ear. And then I had to like cut them off of the headband. And then once I get them cut off, I'm just going to put the 2 of them together and meet it in the middle. I used the one as like a guide for the shape of the other one, and then stuck them like together in the middle. Look, see, it totally looks like a cat there, doesn't it? Yeah, but not once I put the ears on it. But that's okay. We get the idea. And I just shape them, bend them, glue them together. Once I get the size and the shape that I want, I'm going to take and join them together in the center. just so that they're like a set now of ears. And then we're going to take the fur that was on that headband, and that's what we're going to wrap these ears with. So I just stick it on one corner, glue it, and then just literally glue it all around the ears. It was very simple. It was just like super simple. But then I took the leftover fur and we covered the top of the pill bottle. In hindsight, looking at this, I might have put the ears to the back of the pill bottle. It might have been a little better. I'm not redoing it. It's fine the way it is. Really, what really makes this craft is the face that's on the cat. So once I get the ears all together and then I glue them, oh no, I'm going to make a tail right here. So I take a piece of wire, I shape my tail, and I glue the fur on that. I don't know where I went right now, but I'm not here. I'm back. And glue that fur onto the tail. And then the leftover fur after I did that was what I used to cover the top. So I made sure that I had enough to do my tail after I did the ears. And now I'm just going to cover the top. So I go all around the outside of it, and then the leftover piece I put to fill in the top part of it. Just because you can see like it's got pill stuff on the top of it. And then I glue my ears on. And then I just go to painting the face on the cat. But see, if I'd flipped it over, okay, doesn't matter, I didn't, so let's just go with what we did. So I'm filling that top in with the fur, and I'm going to paint the face on. So I took it's called a paint pen, and you fill the pen with paint to start doing the outline of the face on the front of the jar. Apparently I'm gone right here, doesn't matter, I'm getting my paints, I guess. But when I went to use the paint pen, that acrylic paint that I have just was a little too thick. So I sort of outlined it with a really light marker so I could sort of see what my intention was for the face. But I ended up taking that paint pen and just sort of dunking it in the paint because it wasn't flowing through the paint pen. None of that really matters. So I paint my face on, and then you'll see at one point I actually paint over it because I thought the lines were too thick. But this is just a process whenever you're doing something. Sometimes it's going to be perfect the first time, and sometimes you paint over it and redo it. So just going for those green eyes, orange nose, our true, Halloween colors on our cat face here. And you're going to watch. I'm going to paint all that out right there. There you go. Paint over it, let it dry, and then paint it again. I'm darkening the green on the eyes. And I'm going to add a little bit of white just to sort of accent it, to pop them a little bit. And then I'm going to redo I call it an anchor mouth because it looks like the bottom of an anchor when you do dogs and cats and stuff like that. Put the whiskers back on. Put the dots, the black dots for the eyes, and then a little tiny white dot inside the black dots. But whenever you do a face like this, you guys, just use your imagination. It doesn't have to be perfect. These are more cartoonish than they are like true artistic painting jobs. So, and then throw a little eyelashes or wrinkles around the eyes. Highlight the outside of the eyes just to make them pop. Make those black dots a little bit bigger. And we're going to add the white dots in the center of the black dots. There you go. Boom. All right. And then pretty much our cat is all done, but I got to glue on his tail, which really is what takes it to the next cat level. And then this was a nut bag that lemons came in. But I'm like, it's okay, I'm going to cut a piece off, and we're going to give it a little bow. I'm just going to give our little girl cat a little bow on her head here. So I just scrunch that all together, use a piece of the plastic to put it in the middle to wrap the bow, and then glue it on. Voila, we are done. We have a Halloween black cat. And, I mean, she's kind of cute. I didn't name her yet, but anyway, there you go. There's our Halloween black cat. So the hardest part is the painting, but you guys, if you're ever not sure about what you're gonna do, you can go online and look up faces of whatever you want to draw. And, but I mean, basically with a cat, it's always this, it's your little anchor, like I call it, under the nose is what will tell you if it's a cat or a bunny. This could be a bunny except for the tail. Yeah,
yeah, that makes sense.
It's like on an animal, a dog, a cat, any of those. Like you do that little bit, and of course the whiskers tell you kind of it's a cat. Okay, so there's that one. Then I had hauled these a couple of weeks ago from my 22 peso store. I was like, those are so cute. I'm just gonna stack them up. So I did, I stacked them. And at first I stacked all 5 of them together, and then it broke apart. And then I was like, wait, I think I like that better. You have to pick up the 3rd one for me. And then I found the next week a little photo holder that went with this perfectly. So check out my Dia de Muertos totem poles. So this one is actually, they can all hold a votive except for the top one on here. And, but I don't have any votives, so I just stuck a spider on there. But here's what I did.
Speaking of voting.
Vote, yeah, we vote. So they came with this sticker on the front, and then I just went around and added and completed like the look on all of them, so they were all decorated up. They were just, wait, hold on, watch this. So crazy. All right, we're gonna take these 5 tea light holders, but they just stack really well because they were flat on the bottom. And at first I used Elmer's glue. I gotta be honest, I didn't film it, but I ended up using wood glue because I don't have any crazy glue yet. And so the wood glue and the Elmer's glue and the hot glue didn't hold. So I ended up using wood glue, let it sit overnight, and that did kind of hold, except for they ended up breaking apart, which then I used to my advantage, and I ended up making 2 instead of 1 large totem pole. And then I took my Sharpies, again, just Sharpies here, and I started doodling to complete the design all around the heads, because they just had this sticker face on the front, and it wasn't a full like sugar skull design on them. So I just went around and had fun coloring on these. At some point here it breaks apart, like those top 2 break off, and I just ended up leaving it. So once I get my coloring all done, and it was fun, I was just like doing different designs and playing with it. It can't go wrong. Like, you can't be wrong. It's just going to look cool no matter what you do. Lots of flowers, lots of diamonds, lots of hearts. Like, you're just doing different things on the skulls. It's broken apart here. Notice I only have 2. Anyway, after I did that, and I had my stack of 2, my stack of 3. The stack of 3 had a tea light holder on the top of it, but I don't have any tea lights. And so once I was done painting them all up, I ended up putting a spider to fill that void on top of the votive part. And then the little photo holder thing, you'll see me pull it's laying right there on the screen with the photo holder laying down up there on the top of the screen. I take that out of it because I don't have a photo to put in it, and I wanted this to be a little vignette of the 3 things. So the one with the 2, the one with the 3, and then this little one. So I take the metal thing out, and it took a little bit to get it out of there, but it was glued in there really well. I don't know what glue they used, but I need it. And once I got it out, I went ahead and Sharpied this one all up. And then there was a hole in the top because we had removed the photo holder, and so I used these black squiggly things from the Halloween pick that I had and put those in there almost like, hair or, I don't know, things coming out of the top of the head of this. Anyway, in the end, I like the way this little trio looks. It's cute. I really like the black squiggly things coming out of the head of this little one. And it really completed the look by marking these up all the way around. So I add the spider on the top of the trio, or that has a votive, and then I added a spider on the back side, or on the side of I think I put 3 spiders on total on these 3 things, and it just came out really cute. I think this little vignette is super adorable, and not necessarily just Halloween. It's like Dia de Muertos. So anyway, I hope you guys like this little trio. Got those at my 22 peso store, and I think they're totally awesome. And I had so much fun coloring them and just adding a whole bunch more decoration and color onto them. So there you go. That's this little set, and it came out really cute. Okay, let's go on to the last one for this video. One more skull to go. just because it took a lot of time, but it was so much fun. I was watching YouTube videos. I was watching a challenge that I was in while I was doing this, and it was just fun. So I had a great time. These are just Sharpies, you guys, and it worked great. So I love those. I think they're very colorful. I think I'm gonna put them in the kitchen actually, as soon as the flowers that you got me die. Oh, they're almost dying. Yeah, they're almost dying. All right. And then this final one, I just hauled it at the 22 peso store. So it means it was like $1.18. We'll say $1.20 just to be, you know, on the up and up. It just depends on what the exchange rate is. What, Jax? I know. So, okay, go outside. But this was just this plain white skull and it lit up. And I was like, oh, I'm so gonna marker that all up and make it a Dia de Muertos little skull. Look how cute that came out, just with Sharpies. I feel like I could make this a Sharpie brand, you know, video, because I did the Sharpies on this and it's the Sharpies on these too, and it worked so well.
That's really great on the
It's right? Isn't that cool? Oh, it was so much fun. And then just darkening out the eyes and the nose and the mouth and putting decorations around it. Okay, you want to see how I did this one? It's so easy. All right, so I totally love this piece. It like lights up, stark white, and it's gonna take my Sharpie. This was like a Sharpie video basically. So I take all of the facial features on my little skull and I outline them with black, right? I'm gonna make those pop. And then I start adding some color in. So on the top there, I'm just gonna add sort of this turquoise-ish blue, and then I just start enhancing. And again, this is just personal choice. There's so many things you can do on these. But if you're ever not sure what to do, you know, go online and look up like, you know, sugar skulls or Dia de Muertos skulls or something like that. So I just went around and started doing different designs on it, filled it all in, and in the end, this looks so cool. So I'm just going to let you guys watch me color it because that's all I do to this. And this might be my favorite, and it was absolutely the easiest, and it was just fun to color. So there you go. Watch me color. super, super, super easy. I mean, just like this one and this one especially are like 5 minute, well, maybe a little more than 5 minutes because you got to do the drawing on it, but so simple. This one literally is a 5-minute craft and it's so cute. I love them all. Which one is your favorite? Which one's your favorite?
This guy.
Well, he's part of the trio,
It's
yeah.
the one I got to hold on to.
Ferdinand, which one's your favorite? The bones in the jar, because they're not beef bones. Jax has a bone. How long has he been chewing on that bone? Oh my gosh, forever.
Almost 2 months.
Yeah, he's had a bone that we got at a steakhouse and he's just been going to town on it. Okay, so tell me down below which one of these was your favorite. This isn't a challenge video. This was just Amy like, I'm gonna do these Halloween crafts that I grabbed stuff for, so I thought I'd get them done. I know we're too close to Halloween, but maybe I gave you some inspiration for something. Remember, this is just like a vitamin bottle. It's so simple, right? So I don't know, I had a great time. By the way, you could do this without the ears because you could just put your ears here and drop your face down. FYI, I thought about doing that and I was like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and go with what I saw. All right guys, so that's it. And also, you know, I keep telling you this, like I'm using trash. Like this box was trash, this pill bottle was trash. The olive jar was
with the black lid, yeah.
with trash. The label was made from trash cardboard. So I'm having a good time recycling stuff, and because I don't have my vast craft supply from my garage here, so I got to make do with what I got. I'm doing pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have a garage here.
I don't have a garage here. There's a closet that I'm sticking stuff in. All right, guys. So once again, everybody have a great day, a great week, a great life. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. And leave a comment, tell me which one of these was your favorite. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber, unless you don't want to subscribe. And then I don't want you to do anything that you don't want to do. I mean, you know, I'm not that person. So anyway, all right. So from your singing crafty crafter, da-na-na-na, 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 da-na-na-na. Happy bargain hunting. We'll see you next time here on Bella's Bargains. Toodles.
See you later.
Effing, oh, I did it again. Ferdinand.
Oh.
Okay, thanks, Ferdinand. I keep saying effing him. Oh well.
Habits are hard to break.
It does. Toodles.